Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to talk about a subject that I spoke about a couple of weeks ago on Gym versus Snapchat. Something that I take very seriously in my life, and it's something that a lot of people kind of disregard and don't take very seriously in their own lives. Now, what I'm going to talk about is a mind and body connection. What I mean by that is having the ability to listen to your body, or having the ability to listen to what's going on in your head and following through that with your body. So I'm pretty sure you're wondering how we go about this. Now basically, I'm sure you've been very tired before, maybe like a heavily restricted, calorie restricted diet, and your body's just like, today I just don't want to do it, This is like your body saying, look, this is not a good time, we shouldn't be doing this, I need some rest. So in this situation, the best thing to do is actually listen to your body and take some rest. But most people push through it because they think that it's some sort of test, and they're going to get better results by pushing through the pain, pushing through the signs that your body is giving you and ignoring them, and it's going to get you better results. Now, by sticking to those principles, it's only going to become deleterious to your health in mind and your body. So I'm going to give you a little example of me ignoring myself and my own signs that my body was giving me. Last year before Body Power, 4 days from my competition, I ended up in hospital with some sort of heart failure. My body shut down and I was super ill. It all came on like all of a sudden. I was in A&E. Now the problem was I wasn't getting enough sleep. I wasn't getting enough rest. I was restricting my calories too much, and I was doing too many sessions in the gym. I know I was tired, I was stressed out, I was struggling, but I kept pushing through because my mind was obviously much stronger than my body was. But eventually it backfired on me and my body shut down. If at that time I'd listened to my body and had some rest, and then I probably would have been okay. But because I ignored that, and I chose to ignore that, then my body shut down on me. So obviously that's a great example of not listening to your body and being ignorant, because it'll always backfire on you, just like the same principles as karma. So in the industry, like the fitness industry, people follow calories, people follow training programs, and they follow numbers too much. They fixate on these numbers and they stick to them too much. They've never learned to listen to what their body really wants. Like I said, this is obviously can be deleterious to your health. This can be mentally and physically affect you, and it can actually slow down your transformation, whether you're trying to gain muscle or you're trying to lose weight. It's also going to slow down your learning as well. If you're constantly looking at a piece of paper or looking at numbers or fixating on these goals, then you can actually never understand or learn the principles behind the mind and body connection. To really understand the mind and body connection, you need to be able to shut off all this exterior noise, numbers, calories, programs, etc., and really listen to what your mind's telling you. It's saying, today I want to rest, today I don't want to do 1,000 calories in the cross trainer, I just want to do 200. You should really do 200, because your body's saying, look, I need to rest. We're probably going to get better results from resting. It's not all about pushing your body. Now, you've got to push your body. Yeah, it's great, listen to Greg Plitt motivational videos, but some people have better genetics than others. Some people have the ability to push themselves so hard every single day, the body can recover. We're not all built the same. Some of us have weak immune systems, have slow recovery rates, and some of us just can't perform as well as other people. You've got to accept these things. It's not weak accepting, it's not weak accepting your shortcomings. You just got to learn what your shortcomings are and accentuate your strengths. If you're not great at something, it doesn't matter. You're going to be great at something else. So, like, I don't know, the greatest footballer on earth might be absolutely fucking shit academically. You might not be able to write, you might not be able to read or do maths, and you might be great at these things. You just got to accept what you're great at and follow those things. You're not going to be the same as everybody else. So what you need to do really is sit down and accept that maybe you don't have the greatest recovery rate, or you might not have the conditioning of other people, and you need to really listen to what your mind's going to tell you. One of the greatest ways to improve your mind and body connection is through meditation. Now, meditation isn't some crazy psychic shit that some fucking magical Buddhist monks do. It's really pretty simple meditation. All you've got to do is close off like the exterior sounds and disturbances, whatever it is, and you've got to, the best thing to do is find like a quiet space on your own where no one's going to disturb you, with no noise, and no interference. You just gotta what you gotta do is think of nothing. I know it's crazy, like saying think of nothing, but this is what you've got to do to settle your mind and allow your mind to speak to your body, to speak to yourself. It's really quite deep, but it's about interacting with your higher self and your soul, which will give you guidance. If you spend time shutting off the outside noise, your mind will talk to you and tell you, like, this is good, this is bad, we should do this, we shouldn't do that. And a lot of people say this is my conscience and things like that, but really it's just your soul speaking to yourself. So when we get better at meditation, we get a clearer mind and a clearer connection. Your higher self will spend a lot more time speaking to you and giving you guidance, and you'll be able to get through life a lot better, with a lot better results, because the messages and your vision is so much more clearer when you are connected to your mind and your body. So what do I suggest that we do now? If you're new to the industry, following calories and following programs is great. But if you're not and you've been doing it for a couple of years, I would suggest start taking some time to interact with your body and your mind. Start spending some time meditating, spending time on your own, and learning how your body works, or learning how your mind works, and learning what the best things are for you, instead of following everybody else's program. Because like I said before, programs and calories and things like that, what works for some people isn't going to work for you, and the best results you're going to get are from listening to yourself and learning about yourself. Nobody knows you better than you. One way that I can prove this works is I finished my off-season bulk this year at 120-ish kilos. I always have dirty off seasons, and this time I didn't count any calories, and I'm sitting about 106 now. So I've lost 14 kilos there, and I haven't counted one calorie. I really just listen to what my body. I know roughly what my macros are. I know I stick to super low fat. I keep my carbs and my protein high and clean, but I don't count my calories. I eat different things every single day. I just listen to what my body wants. If my body wants an extra bit of carbs today, then I'll give it that, If I feel like a day that I can just go a bit lower calorie, I'll do that. But I'm not forcing my body to do things that it doesn't really want to do, because my body will just reject the idea, and it will make me suffer for the bad choices that I make. So a couple of tips just to summarise. Great things to do is, if you, like I said, you're new to the industry, stick to counting your calories and having a program. But if you're not, start learning to listen to your mind and your body, and try and get them to connect to each other, and see what's best for your body instead of ignoring it. Okay, number 2, I'd really suggest spending time alone, listening to your mind, and start meditating. Like I said, meditation is easy. Just find a quiet spot. Maybe if you need some music, or you need some you need the dark, whatever it is, and just think of nothing. Every time, thinking of nothing is very difficult, but every time a thought passes into your mind, just slide it across, just like you're flicking through pictures on your phone. Just flick through that thought, whatever it is, oh, I need to sort my car insurance out tomorrow. Just flick it through and allow the next thought. Oh, I need to take the dog to the vet. Flick it through, whatever it is. Just keep flicking through, and eventually you'll flick and nothingness will come. Even if it's 30 seconds of a 30-minute meditation, like they always say, 1 is better than 0, so progression is progression. Eventually you'll be able to sit there for 5 minutes and think of nothing, and you'll kind of almost awake from meditation and think, oh my god, was I actually sleeping there, or was I meditating, or whatever it was, so all you were is in a really good meditative state. So the more quietness you get in your mind through meditation, the more your higher self and your soul will speak to you and guide you through life. All right. Number 3, stop following the crowd, stop following what everybody else is doing, because what they're doing won't work for you. All right, work out what is best for you. No coach, no training program is going to know you better than you know yourself. So learn what works best for you, accept your shortcomings and accentuate your strengths, and you will do so much better in life. Number 4, something I haven't spoke about, but eat healthily. Eating all these artificial foods full of chemicals and sweeteners, etc., are really, really bad for your brain. I could get into this, but things like fluoride in the water, calcify on your pineal gland and your brain, which will obviously restrict brain activity, brain strength, etc., etc. There's many other things, aspartame. They're all if you want to Google these things, they're all mind-controlling kind of drugs, I would say. Additives, whatever they are. Poisons. But whatever they are, the healthier you eat, the better mind and body connection you're going to have. The next one I'm going to say is start listening to yourself. If your mind says do this or don't do this, try listening to it for once. You'll probably end up getting a better result. And lastly, if you find it difficult to shut out all the exterior noise and the interference, maybe from your friends, your family, or media, or life, whatever it is, spend some time outdoors, nature. It's a great place to spend time alone, and you hear nothing. You know, whether you hear, I mean, you might be listening to the birds or the stream or whatever it is, but it will allow you to like disconnect from the world and from all that noise and interference, and allow you to think, allow you to hopefully interact with your mind a little bit more and your higher self. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say today. Hopefully this helped you, and I videoed all this on my phone, so hopefully it's decent quality. I know this video is a lot different than my other videos, but I would like to push out more videos like this, because this is me talking about the things that I'm really good at. I don't mean to sound big-headed there, but I do spend a lot of time meditating. I do spend a lot of time with the whole helping people to connect with their mind and body, and a lot of spiritual things. So whether it's like spiritual awakenings or things like that, this is like what I do. So if anybody needs any help, don't hesitate to ask me any questions or contact me. I'm more than happy to help anybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, slightly different, but you know, this is very, very important. Whether it's in life or the fitness industry, like I said, the mind and body connection is a must. You know, it's imperative. It's very, very important. If you want to attain the physique that you really want, having a great mind and body connection will healthily get you that physique, you know, without having the struggle. I mean, like I said, this year, I've not counted my calories. I'm really lean at the moment. I'm really healthy. I'm really happy. My skin's a lot better, and I look a lot healthier. I don't look gaunt in the face like I have. I don't know what I said there last because my video cut out because I ran out of memory on my phone. But anyway, hope you like the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be dropping more videos like this in the future, and also obviously more fitness vlogs, workout vlogs, and plenty of other different ones. Okay, so peace. Yo, I just want to add something to that video that I forgot to talk about. It's not like completely like relative, but I just want to say that I meet so many people in my life and they're so scared to be who they actually are. Now, if you're religious, you're spiritual, you're gay, whatever it is, don't be scared to put out there who you are. That's you. You know, you don't have to cover these things up because you're scared, because you're scared of what other people think about you. You know, what's the point in hiding something and then that person finding it out about you anyway? So you may as well just put it out there at the beginning, let people know who you really are, or you know what you're about, and people will appreciate that a lot more. And it's more likely people accept you for who you are. You know, you never know. Like, you might put it out there that you're this or you're that, and you might find that other people are attracted to that kind of thing. You know, so don't be scared to be who you are. Be true to yourself, and don't worry about what everybody thinks about you. You know, so that's just one little thing I forgot to put in the video. Be yourself, and don't worry about what other people think. Yeah, just give zero fucks. I give zero fucks. I don't give a shit what people think about me. I do some right random shit, and say some fucking random things as well. You know, so yeah, so that's it. When chicken's on offer, always buying all that chicken, man. And on that note, just one more thing to add. Learn to love yourself. Nobody else can love you, and you can't love anybody else if you don't love yourself. Loving yourself doesn't mean fancy yourself, become obsessed with yourself and become arrogant. It just means accepting all the things that you think are wrong with you, or society makes you feel like are wrong with you. Like there's something like you don't like a facial feature, or you feel like you're fat, or you're short, or whatever it is. You know, you need to learn to love yourself. You know, accept who you are, what you are. Because if you are insecure about yourself and you don't love yourself, nobody else will love you. You know, someone might make you feel a bit better. Oh, you're not fat, or you look great, but really, like, when that person goes away and stops complimenting you, it's only you on your own at the end of the day. So, you know, you're back to square one. If you can't accept yourself, you never will do. So learn to accept yourself for who you are. Learn to love yourself, and life will become a lot better for you. Trust me, okay? You can't change who you are, just accept who you are. You know, like I said, accept your shortcomings, accentuate what you're great at, accentuate your strengths, and things will come to you in life. You know, it's all about manifestation. Okay, so what you put out, you'll get back. You know, if you put out positivity, you'll only get positive things back from the world. If you're always putting out negative thoughts, negative images of yourself, you'll only, you think of shit, you'll just become a shit magnet, you know? So stop thinking of shit, think of great things, be positive, and you'll only attract these things back into your life, all right? Whether that's, I don't know, getting a great girlfriend, boyfriend, or getting a great job, or becoming successful. You can't get any of these positive things if you're always thinking of negative things all the time, all right? So learn to become positive, and learn to love yourself, accept who you are, accept what you're not very good at, and just accentuate what you're great at, okay?